We start with India versus China. Two neighbors caught in a bitter border standoff, which is now in its fourth year and becoming more tense. All signs point towards rising hostility. India is mobilizing more troops, 10,000 of them. They were stationed on the western border of India, presumably to guard against the threat from Pakistan. These troops are now being redeployed. They'll be stationed along the border with China. So an additional 10,000 troops at the LAC. Beijing has taken notice and today it has issued a warning. China says India's increased deployments won't ease tensions.
India's strengthened military deployment in the China-Indian border area is not conducive to the efforts made by China and India to ease the border situation, nor is it conducive to the maintenance of peace and tranquility in the border area.
So China is trying to paint India as the aggressor, conveniently glossing over how this began. In this equation, India is not the aggressor. India's moves are not offensive. They're meant for defense. They're a reaction to China's expansionism. India has deployed soldiers because diplomacy is not working. These tensions erupted in 2020 and since then Indian and Chinese generals have met 21 times. So 21 military level dialogues and no solution. China has neither withdrawn troops nor shown any inclination to do so. Where does that leave India? With no option but to recalibrate its deployments, to strengthen its defenses and to prepare for the next Chinese provocation, because the provocation will keep coming. So how is India protecting its borders? It's taking a new approach. Increasing troop deployments is just one part of it. India has also built a new fighting command. It's like a combined fighting force with its own artillery and air support. Their assignment is clear-cut, guarding a specific part of the border with China. A 532-kilometer stretch, it separates Tibet from two Indian states, Uttarakhand and Himachal Pradesh. But why this particular stretch? It's not clear. New Delhi remains tight-lipped as it practices a strategy of deterrence. As China lines up troops, India responds in kind, matching the scale and numbers. As China ramps up border infrastructure, India does the same. And when you connect these dots, you see the big picture. India is digging in for the long term.